Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, June 4th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm trying to get my camera straight. So we are making a ton of cards tonight, 8 cards total. So it's going to be a little bit of a long video. Hopefully that's straight. I'm just waiting for my computer to catch up. So hello everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a great day. It is nice and hot today. I was gonna go outside for a little bit because it was so nice out, but there was no breeze. It was like dead still and it just was too hot. So I think summer is a-coming. So this is what we're making, all these cards today, and we're using the paper pumpkin. I'm a little late because this is the March one and it's now June. But I did this class last month. So after March, I ordered them all, and then I had to have time to come up with them all because I'm not as speedy as some of the other people who do all these alternate projects. So we had the class last month, a couple weeks ago, and it was really fun. And so I'm going to share all these cards with you tonight. So if you were at class, you can write down everything in case we went too fast in class for you. And if you weren't in class, you can order one of these kits. I think they're still available, if I'm not mistaken. This is the March 2024 Paper Pumpkin kit. I don't think that the whole kit is available, but the refill kit, I think, is still available. But you get 2 stamp sets in this one if you get the original one, or if you got the original one and haven't done it yet. This was like a bonus stamp set, and then you also got a set of words and like one flower that went with it. So I'm not even using this extra set with it. That was just like a bonus that you got. So we're using all the words, and we're using the main flower for the inside. Oh, Debbie, you got my card today. Great. Great, great, great. Let me say hello. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Myra. Hey, Carol. Hey, Diane. Diane was at class. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Reva. Hey, Francis. Hey, Bill. You had to leave Ruth to come to me. Oh, I love Ruth. She's so good. I watch her a lot, too. Hey, Karen. She was working on a project. She always does one-sheet wonders, which are amazing. I need to do one of those again soon. I haven't done a one-sheet wonder in a while. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Jean. Oh, yeah, don't forget to do thumbs up. Do lots of thumbs up. I can't even see the thumbs up. I see 7, but I know it's got to be more than that. For some reason, it doesn't update on here while I'm doing the video live. Let's see. Hey, Marva. Hey, Deborah. Stormy evening. You know, it's kind of like getting a little bit dark at my house too, so I don't know if we're gonna get any rain tonight or not. We're supposed to get some tomorrow. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Hilda. Hey, Declan. Hey, Therese. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Laverne. Hey, Dolores. Nancy says hi, Lisa and chatters. Yes, we're not going to do a whole lot of chatting tonight because we have a lot of stuff to make, so I'm only going to chat for a couple minutes. Hey, Beth. Beth is on here. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Debbie, Diana, Elizabeth, Mary. I got to go backwards now. It just went flying by. Hey, Faith. Hey, Linda. Hey, Louise. Hey, Jalen. Hey, Nell. Oh, no, there's so many people on here. Hey, Mel. All right. Mimi Cakes. Robin. Hey, everybody. Sorry if I missed you. I know, I don't know what YouTube did, but Bill said he had 6 and then he hit the thumb and it went away. So I don't know. There were 6 on here when I got on here, and then I did one in 7, and that's stayed at 7. So, all right. So these are the cards we're making. So we'll go through each one as we do it. I want to keep them kind of in order. I know I'm doing the Pretty Peacock first and then the rest of them. Okay, so the kit itself, the original kit comes with everything the refill does, plus the stamp sets and the Stampin' Spot. So the refills just come with everything else, all the paper stuff. Oh, I forgot. I have 2 cards that I got in the mail. So I got one from no, not Galen. Cindy Irish Smith. Galen's her husband. And she sent me a card that said, "You made my day," because she got a card from me in the mail. So thank you so much, Cindy, for that one with the gorgeous daisies. Love it. And then I also got one from my friend Beth, who is watching on here, and this one is absolutely gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. And that's with the masks. Well, you can just stamp the set. I think it's called Everyday Beauty, and you can stamp it, or you can use the masks to do the flowers. But gorgeous card. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you so much. And don't forget, the card kit for now is 3 of these. I only did 2, but you get 3 of these. And I mailed off all the card kits for the last time, so I'll be emailing out. Well, I don't have the directions because Starla still isn't back yet, so I'll mail you the link to the video so you can watch the video to do them. But all the kits are in the mail, so you should be getting them in the next couple days. So this kit with 3 of these will be for any orders of $50 or more using the host code. Make sure you don't forget the host code. And if your order is over 100, you'll get the gems with it too. And then don't forget, tomorrow there's a humongous sale coming. So I put it right here. All the stamp and die bundles are an extra 10% off for the rest of the month. And the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is 10% off too. So the bundles are already 10% off, but you're going to get an additional 10% off. So it's kind of like getting 20% off. So that starts tomorrow, and I would get, if there's some bundles you've been holding off on getting, I would get them early, because I don't know if they'll sell out or what, but you know how things go. All right, so I already cut this one apart. So when you get it, you'll have your whole pack of stuff. There's 3 projects that they show you how to do. I didn't do those. So we're doing all alternate projects, but the directions come in there. What I added was 1 sheet of butterflies, the cutout butterflies. So if they came to class, they got that. We have a little bit of fresh freesia. So a quarter. This is like a quarter sheet. It's 5 1/4 by 4, and this is a 2 1/4 inch circle. This comes with the kit, and then I cut these pieces down, and I'll go through the measurements to those. You get all these little cutouts in there. I added 4 4 by 5 1/4 sheets for the inside, and I'll go through those measurements as we go. And then this comes in the kit, these little purple pieces and those. And then I added this too. So I added 1 sheet of fresh freesia cut in half, 1 sheet of Pretty Peacock cut in half, 2 sheets of white. So you'll have 2 sheets of white cut in half, so that's 4. So you're gonna have 4 cards with the white base, 2 with the Pretty Peacock, and 2 with the fresh freesia. So I added 8 card bases to the kit that they got. So that's added. And then, so when you get your kit, you have all this stuff in here. This is also in there. You get your envelopes, which you can also cut these envelopes apart because the envelopes are beautiful. So if you just peel this apart right here, you can see the inside of the envelope is really pretty. You can use that for background, or you can save it for the envelope. These were the 2 stamp sets that came with it. So we're using this one, and then this was the bonus one. And it says they're shown at 85%, so it's a little bit bigger than this. Then you also get these wood pieces, and we're going to be using 2 of these. It's kind of like balsa wood, you know, that kind of like thinner wood. It's not like, it's kind of thick. I would say it's about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch thick. We're going to be using 1 of these right here and 1 of the trees. So we don't need the rest of that. We don't need that. I'm going to show you how to cut up. These are the 3 cards that you get. Let me see here. And then this one is already folded. So I'm going to show you how I cut these up. These are the 3 main cards. You get 3 of each. So I'll show you how I cut those. We don't need the envelopes for right now. I didn't use the big purple pieces, and I think I used just about everything else. So we're gonna put that away. All right, so remember, since this is a video and you can watch it as many times as you want, you don't really have to write stuff down because you can just, you know, pause it and do that. So I'm gonna show you how to cut. All right, let me read the comments really fast. Yeah, this is a paper pumpkin kit from March, Mel. So if you did not get it in the mail, well, you have to be a paper pumpkin customer in order to get it. But the refills were online. I think they still are. Oh, it is. Okay, so Debbie says the refill is still available. So I think the refill is like $12 maybe. So the refill is still available. If you are a paper pumpkin customer, you can get the refill. So you can use any word stamp you want, any word set, and then the refill kit to make this. So you can still order this and make it. I am not sure how Starla is. I haven't heard from her in the past couple weeks. So I hope she's doing good. Hopefully she's out of the hospital, and I think she's in physical therapy maybe now. So everybody keep praying for her. Yeah, balsa wood like toy airplanes. Yes. So it's real light and it's pretty thin. It's like 1/8 of an inch maybe thick, but you can break it with your fingers. We're going to break off this piece right here actually. So it's pretty thin, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Just like a toy airplanes. Oh, you guys are talking back and forth. Okay. Oh, Australia still doesn't have paper pumpkin. Oh, dang it. Well, that stinks. Oh, and if you're a demonstrator, guess what? So this is pre-order time for demonstrator. So there's a whole bunch of new online exclusive stuff coming out starting tomorrow. This is it for demonstrators only, the pre-order. So if you're a customer, it starts July 3rd. Demonstrator starts tomorrow. There's a ton of new stuff coming out, including Christmas stuff, and it will be online tomorrow. You can pre-order. So for everybody who is a demonstrator, that's exciting. That's one good perk about being a demonstrator. You can always order a month ahead of time, so you can get all your projects ready and, you know, get stuff early. All right, so this is one of the cards, and the great thing about paper pumpkin kits is a lot of times they do this. They put the pattern on the front and the back so you can double your cards. So instead of making 9 cards, you could make 18. And then if you use the envelope, you could make even more. So what I did for this, because this is actually a half a sheet of cardstock. So it's 11 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to cut off 1/4 of an inch this way. So it's going to be 4. And hopefully, let me see if I scoot this up if you can see it better. You know, I do my cutter upside down because I can't see that far, because if the numbers are at the top, I can't see that far. And then we're just going to cut off this down to 5 1/4. So now this is a card front, and I'm just going to cut off that other little piece and make that 5 1/4. So now you have 2 card fronts. So I did this for 2 cards for the ones we're making today. So this is 2. I've already got the 4 that we're going to use. Then I took this card, which is also front and the back. I cut off the bottom here to 5 1/4. And we're going to make another 2 cards with this. So cut off that bottom part, and then you need to split this in half. So you got to cut on either side of the curve. So what I did was I just cut this at 4 right here. So there's 1, and then take this and turn it around and cut off that one. So now you have 2 more. So I did that for 2 cards. So I have 4 of these already cut. And then for this one had so much sky. So what I did for this one was I cut it at 4 inches. And I saw somebody else do this similar card. So you cut off this at 4 inches and you get that. Then you cut these two down to 4 inches. So you have a 4 by 4. So you could either do like the bookbinding card with this, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is, I'll show you in just a minute. All right, so we've got these two. So we have, this is one card right here, cut down. And then this is another card cut down. And this is the other card cut down to 4 by 4. So then you take this piece that's left over, and you're going to cut it into 2 4 by 1.5. So I'm going to just cut these down to 4, and they're 1.5 inches wide, and we're going to cut this in half at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to put it right here at 3/4. Try not to move it. Whoops! I moved it. I wasn't holding it down hard enough. Okay, hold on. Ah! Okay, there we go. All right, so cut that in half, and then do the same thing with the other one. I hate it when they're little pieces, because then it's hard to cut them unless you hold it tight. All right, so now you got 4 of those. So this is all cut down. So that's all the cutting you have to do. Now, I've already pre-cut all this for my kit, so I don't really need this now. But that was all the cutting. Well, actually, there's a couple more pieces I had to cut, but I'll show you those. All right, so we're going to start with the Pretty Peacock ones. So I've got 2 Pretty Peacock, and here they are. So those 2. So you're going to fold it in half. And I have a funny story to tell you. Now, you know, when I start talking, I start goofing up because I can't talk and do stuff at the same time, but I'm going to try. Oh yeah, the glass mats. Glass mats, if you're a demonstrator, are going to be available tomorrow to order at the same price as they were. So they're going to be $60. That's for demonstrators only. Customers can order them July 3rd. So if you're a demonstrator, that's a really good perk. Also you get this. So you get some, what are they called? Sequins, and then some dimensionals and some glue dots in your kit. And then I did cut these 2 pieces down. Here's my little ones I just cut. These pieces were 1.5 by 4.25. So I'll tell you those when we get to that one. So for these 2 cards that we're going to make now, we need our 2 paper pumpkin, our 2 Pretty Peacock pieces. And then we need a tree one, and let's see, this flower one here, which is this one. So I can tell because it's got the grass there, because there's 2 different ones. One has flowers, one has grass. So I need the one with the grass. And then for the tree one, I need this one. And then I also need 2 white pieces for the inside. So we need that. And then we need butterflies. So I need this butterfly. And I need, oops, it's falling out, this butterfly. And, oh, I need some words. So we need this piece of words. We're going to go ahead and do the words real quick. So we've got all these little word pieces. So if we could go ahead and stamp them first, we don't have to worry about them. So pop all of those out. And these are nice little die cut pieces. They're very nice. Now these I stamped all the same way, like this. The arrows, I did 2 to the left and 2 to the right. And then we still have one more piece of words. I can't remember where they are. Let me see. They're hiding in here somewhere. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, here they are. I found them. All right, here's the other ones. Okay, so now we got all of our cutouts. So I did these right here and Pretty Peacock, and I used You've Been on My Mind. That comes with the stamp set. So we're gonna just stamp all these. Now I have 2 going to the left, 2 going to the right. So I'm gonna stamp as close to the arrow as I can get. There's like a little gnat in here, right next to me. Did I tell you that story about work? We were having some issues with little gnats at work. And so my supervisor, I think I already told this story. She wrote, we have this thing called workforce, no, not workforce, work hub, where you report if you have any issues with like stuff going on at your location. Like if you have something broken, the toilet's broken or, you know, whatever, you can put it in there and they'll come fix it. So, she put, we need the exterminator come out because we have little gnats, N-A-T-S, no G. I started laughing. I said, I can't believe she doesn't know how to spell gnats. That just cracked me up. All right, then we've got these. I'm going to use Old Olive for the other words. So I'm going to just do a few of each one. This one right here fits this one the best. So this says, it's the little things that matter. So I like this one on here. So we're just going to do those 4. Actually, let's just do 3 of them. And then we'll put something else on the other one. But then you'll get all these done out of the way, ready to go. So there's 3 of those. And then I've got Heartfelt Thanks. So I'll do one of those. Oh, that's not going to fit on there. Let's do that one on here. Heartfelt Thanks. I have to put something else on the other one. I got one more word to put on there. We'll do 3 of these. And then I've also got Have a Beautiful Birthday. So we'll do that on the last 2. But you can put whatever you want. So there's all the words done. So now all we got to do is just grab and go for the words. All right, and then, oh, for the inside, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the 4 white pieces ahead of time. Because they're all the same. I did the inside of all of them the same. So you might as well go ahead and stamp that real quick. Let me get those out of the way. All right, so for the inside, what I did was I just took this little flower, which came with the stamp set, and just stamp it at the bottom, like that. So I just did that on all of these. And I also did it on the big, the white bases too, so we'll do those at the same time when I get to those. I love it just stamping it twice. It's just real simple, but really cute. All right, so there's the inside, and oh, we need to sponge our butterflies, and I did both of these in Pretty Peacock. So let's go ahead and do that. And then all we got to do is put it together. So I've got 1 butterfly here and 1 butterfly here. The paper's all curling up. Yeah, $60 for the glass mat. If you're a demonstrator. If you're not a demonstrator, you can't order it yet. Thanks, Beth. You'll be getting this kit. Add 40%. Oh, if you're in Canada, add 40%. Whoa, wow. I didn't know Canada was that much more than the U.S. I thought Canadian prices were almost the same. Like, I thought $1 in Canada was about the same as $1 in America. That's a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna tap this on so it's pretty peacock. And I'm gonna leave that inside part a little bit white. You can rub it, but I'm always scared I'm gonna wrinkle it up or, you know, mess it up if I do that. So I like to just tap it. And then this one, don't worry about tapping off because it doesn't matter. These butterflies, they have like a little bit of a coating on them, so they do pretty well with just tapping straight on. You don't really get too much of a blob. I love the pattern it leaves too. All right, so there's my butterflies. Beautiful. And these are cheap too. These butterflies are only, let me see, you get 40 butterflies. It's 8 sheets of 5, and I want to say they're $10. So that's pretty cheap for the butterflies. All right, so now we're going to put these 2 cards together. So the insides we can do first. Let me read some comments real quick. Oh yeah, so Beth, tomorrow you can get the glass mat because you're a demonstrator. Check on price. Yep. So that is tomorrow. They said tomorrow, glass mat tomorrow for demonstrators, and July 3rd for customers. So if you've been thinking about signing up, last month was the month to do it, but if you want to get that glass mat, you can sign up now and order it tomorrow. All right, so this is our inside. My glue's not coming out very good. All right, so if you do all the prep work ahead of time, these cards really come together fast. So there's one. And so the front, we're gonna put our tree. Oh, you know what I want to do first? So I've got the words on here with the arrow on the left, and what I did was I put it on with dimensionals and cut off this end of it. So I put it, oh, I got something on it, dang it. I just cut it right a little bit off. So maybe like 1/2 inch. Looks like 1/2 inch, but as long as you line it up with your edge, you're good. So put that on with dimensionals. Well, actually, we can glue this down now because it's cut. All right, so that goes right in the middle. Dimensionals for that. And probably 3 is good. I have a really funny joke today. You guys have been awesome sending me jokes. I got a bunch of jokes now. So we have jokes for at least a couple weeks. That's a little bit crooked. Okay, and then the butterfly, I'm just gonna put the butterfly on with a dab of glue. I didn't mean to put that much glue. Okay, we're gonna have to, ooh, that came out really fast. Let's smear it around a little bit. So we're gonna just try and grab some of that glue and put it on the edges. Oops, we got too much glue. So just kind of squish it around on there. All right, so we're just gonna put that right there. Oops, it's really juicy now. Ah. All right, and we're gonna put some. Yikes. Okay. Some of these sequins on here. So there are dimensionals in here and glue dots, but I just saved them for another day and used the ones I got. So what I did on each card, I put one big one, and let's just put a big one here, and I put 2 small ones. So every card got 3 of these sequins. So there you go. And I'm going to spray all of these at the end. So that's card number 1. I'll hold it up so you can take a screenshot of it if you want to. So that's 1 card number 1. Oh, you know what? We should spray it first. So that way it'll be all sparkly when you see it. Let's just go ahead and do that. Love it. All right, so now I'll hold it up. So now you can see, hopefully you can see the sparkle on there. I can see it. Okay, so that's card number 1. Yay, 1 down. All right, so there we go. Card number 2, we still have our pretty peacock, and it's going this way. Oh no, you know what I just did? I just realized we're gonna have to flip this over because I put it the wrong way. Oh, dang it, I forgot. Okay, so let's just stamp that again. Good thing it has 2 sides to it. All right, and let's try and put it right over top of where that messed up one is. So there we go. You can't even tell. And then I got something else on there. How am I getting stuff on here? I don't have any ink on my hands. Crazy. I think I did that for the other one. I think the Fresh Freesia one. Yep, I do have one going each direction. So we're going to have to do that twice. Darn it. How did I do that? Now I'm missing one. Okay, Lisa's going crazy now. She's lost. Oh, here's the other one. All right, so this one is clean on the back. We're going to go ahead and do that one. Darn. Okay, I got to remember that. Well, the white bases also are like that. I have 2 across and 2 up and down. So there we go. Easy fix, easy fix. See, I told you once I start talking, I just can't concentrate. All right, so let's put this one in here. I got some really, really nice notes this weekend from some people who watch. You remember last time I was telling you about the person who left me a mean comment? I got so many comments and several emails from people about how much they enjoy my videos. And I just want to tell you guys that that really just meant so much to me that you guys said all that sweet stuff. Because, I mean, some of them even made me tear up because they were so sweet. But I love getting messages from you guys. All right, now I lost, oh, here's the word. I left all the words on one side so I wouldn't lose them, and I did. All right, so we've got our, where did our card front go? There we go. All right, so this one goes here. I gotta tell you a funny story though about my friend at work. So, you know, there's always at least 2 of us working, and sometimes 3, depends on what time of day it is and how busy it is. This goes on flat. So one of the girls I work with, her name's Macy, and she's kind of like a mini version of me. She's only like 20, I think she's 24. She's so cute. And I got glue on that too. Oh my gosh. I don't have my little eraser thing. All right, so we're going to use my nightgown to rub that out. Pretend like you don't know that. That's my nightgown. I don't have anything else to use. All right, so anyway, we're sitting there talking, and we get on the subject of ice cream because both of us are about the same size, and we both love sweets. And that's why I say she's like a mini me, because we're so much alike. It's not even funny. All right, we're going to try and put a dab on here this time. So we're start talking about ice cream, and so she's, you know, I got everybody at work hooked on Tillamook ice cream. She's like, Lisa, you're not going to believe what I did this weekend. She goes, I'm really embarrassed. I shouldn't even tell you. And I said, Macy, you don't have to be embarrassed about telling me anything, because I said, I'm sure I've done it before. And she goes, it's really embarrassing though. And so her fiance, she lives with her fiance. They bought a house together. And he's a fireman. So he's gone. He works like a weird schedule. Like he works 2 days, then he's off 2 days or something like that. So he's only there like half the time. And so she said he was working, you know, at the fire station. And So she was watching, you know, binge watching some TV shows, and she got the ice cream out. It was cookie dough ice cream. And she said, you know how it is when you're by yourself. You just get the container and you just start eating. And that's one thing about being single that it's probably bad, but I do it all the time. Instead of getting a bowl, I just grab the ice cream and just, a spoon and the ice cream tub. And she goes, I ate over half of the ice cream in one sitting. And I said, well, don't feel bad because I've eaten the whole entire thing in one sitting. She said, no. And I said, yeah. So then she comes to work the next day and she goes, you know what I did? And I said, what? She goes, I ate the rest of the ice cream. And I said, you did? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, guess what I did? I said, I ate a whole one yesterday. And I wanted to put that lower, but I think it's already stuck. And she goes, but then guess what I did? I said, what? She goes, I ran up to the store and got another one and put it in the freezer so Jacob wouldn't even notice it was gone. And I started laughing. And I said, this one seems to not have a sticky on it. Oh, wait a minute. And I started laughing. And I said, that's so funny because when I was married, I used to do the same thing. I didn't want my ex-husband to know what I had eaten. So I would, if I ate something like that and I didn't want him to know, I'd run up to the store and buy another one. So he didn't know I ate the whole thing. All right, so that's card number 2. So let's spray that one. So I thought that was so funny because I said, girl, I've done it before. Because you just grab it out of the freezer and you grab the spoon and then you sit there watching TV and then all of a sudden you look down and it's almost gone and you're like, well, dang, I might as well just finish it now. And then you feel sick the rest of the day. But all right, so this is card number 2. So take a picture of that. Let me see if you can see a sparkle. Hopefully on that one. Thank you. Yep, single life. There you go. Oh, potato chips. Debbie says potato chips are her week. I am not a potato chip person, so that's one good thing. I don't eat much chips unless I have some guacamole. And I told you the guacamole story last time. All right, let's oh, Lynn says that glass mat is $106. She must be like in Australia or something. Spotlight on Nature is out of stock in Australia. Oh, Diane, you got to use these butterflies. They're so pretty. Wow. Jalen says DSP is $17 plus 11% shipping plus 13% tax. Oh my gosh. I think you're in Canada, right? That's crazy. All right, here's the next 2 cards. So these are our fresh freesia. So we need our 2 fresh freesia pieces. And I already re-stamped the inside of one of these. So let's do this one first because it's easier. All right, so this one goes up and down. So we need, let me see, we need a tree piece. And this is the tree that only has like half of a tree. So we need this one. Then we need our inside piece. We need a heartfelt thanks. And we need a big butterfly. So we need one of these. All right, so for this butterfly, I colored it with 2 colors. So I took, oh, somebody got this. Somebody dipped that in the wrong color. That's what happens at my classes sometimes. It gets dipped in the wrong color. So hopefully there's no blue on there. So what I did was I took the blue, this is balmy blue, and just dab it on there. However much you want. And then we're going to dab the fresh freesia on there on top. And it's going to make it pink and blue, which comes out to purple. Okay, so there's our blue. Then we're going to take a little bit of purple, the fresh freesia. right on top. And this pad's really kind of dry. And I think one side of these butterflies is kind of coated and the other side is kind of flat. It's one side's kind of glossy and one side's kind of not. So doesn't that give you just like a really cool effect? And you can just keep putting as much on there as you want. So once you like the color that you've got, just stop. All right, so there's my butterfly in the pink. If you want it more blue, put more blue. If you want more fresh freesia, put more fresh freesia. It doesn't matter. So there we go. Love it. And it's gonna match the sky really, really well. So let me see. I'm trying to read comments every few minutes. Oh, Barbara. She says she's kind of new at card making and doesn't want to use her pretty paper because she's scared she's going to wreck it. Well, it's just paper. You can always get some more. Some of you guys like my nightgown tip, how to get glue off your... I use my nightgown to clean my phone too. So before I start my video, I take my nightgown and wipe off the camera lens. Because it's kind of like that silky, I guess it's, I don't know what you call it, like rayon or something. It's really nice and cool. It's my tie-dye. I don't know if you can see it. Let me hold it up. You can see it. It's tie-dye nightgown. Isn't that cool? Good thing you guys can't see me. You can just see my nightgown. You guys are so fun. All right, so that's going to go on the front. And then our heartfelt thanks right here. That's just going to go flat on the front. You could pop it up, but then the butterfly, you'd have to pop up the butterfly too because it's kind of overlapping. Put that like right in the middle. And then our butterfly, just a dab of glue. Very gently squeeze on a few drops. You just need a couple drops. And then we're just going to put that on. You could use glue dots too. That would work great. Don't mess up your words. You almost put that too high. Okay. And then I put my little sequins. I put 2 on the butterfly. 2 of the smaller ones, and then 1 big one on the words, like right there. I kind of wish these were a little bit colored so you could see them better. All right, and then we're going to spray that one. All right, so that's card number, what are we on, 3? Card number 3. Take a screenshot of that one. Thank you, Debbie. Uh-oh, Kathy says they're having a storm. Debbie says polyester. I don't know, it could be polyester, but I want to say it's rayon. It's real stretchy. So you can, you know, just move around in it really good. All right, so here's card number 4. So now we're going to use one of those wood pieces. Let me get all this out of the way. All right, so we need our fresh freesia. We need another heartfelt thanks, and we need a flower piece with the pink flowers on the edge. So we need that one. We need our inside piece that's already stamped, and we need a little purple piece. So that's from here, and we need the little wood piece. So what did I do with that? I lost it. Here it is. All right, so for this, we really don't, since like half of it's behind that, we don't need that part. So I just broke it off. It breaks really, really easy. And we also need some linen thread. So I got some linen thread here. All right, so let's put this one together. So we'll do the inside first. So see how fast these come together if you have the prep work done. So that goes on the inside. And then this goes on the front. Really, these cards, the paper does the work for you because the paper's so pretty. You hardly have to do anything. All right, and then I glued this piece down flat. It's kind of like vellum. I think it is vellum. The glue's not really gonna show because I got stuff on top of it. So just put that kind of like right in the middle, like there. All right, and then what I did was I took this, I put tape on the back, and I put my linen thread. So we're gonna take the linen thread, and I just wrapped it around my fingers 3 times. Oops. So 1, 2, oops, 2, 3. And cut it. Oh, we got to do this too. We got to color that with some pretty peacock. All right, and then I twisted it like right in the middle, and then I just kind of lay it down. So it's kind of, actually, you know what? I have that in between. So I put that under this. Hold on, let's put this down here instead. So let me get some tape and tape it to this instead. Okay. All right, so there we go. We got that down there, and then we're just gonna tape this to the back of this, but we gotta color it first. So we're gonna color this with the Pretty Peacock. And this soaks up the ink really, really well. So just take it, dab it on there, and it just soaks right into that wood. I tried just like taking it and sticking it on the ink pad, but it soaked up so much ink, it turned like super dark, so I don't want it that dark. But it really takes the ink well. And I just like to dab it. This wood is kind of fragile, so you don't want to do too much pressing on it because it might break. Oh, you know what else I did? I sponged this right here. So we're going to do it. Since I already got tape on the back, we're just going to do it on my hands. Because I don't want to stick it on the paper because I got tape on it. Okay, so there we go. So, don't you guys love it when I mess up and you get to laugh at my mistakes? All right, so then this is just going to tape right onto here. So we want to tape it about right there. And then what I did was I put dimensionals all around there to pop it up off the page. So, lost my dimensionals again. Where'd they go? I don't know. I lost them. Oh, here they are. Okay, so dimensionals. All over, because we got to balance this. The thickness of this is about the same as a dimensional. So you want to make sure that this whole thing is sticking up off the paper. All right, and then we're just going to put a little bit of glue on here. Oh, let me first make sure it's going to fit in the right spot before I do that. So I want to put it like right there, but I want to make sure this is showing. So let's scoot that over just a little bit. And let's make this come down just a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right, so that looks good. So then take these off. And just put a little bit of glue just to hold this piece down right here. And then we're just going to put it like that. Just hold it for a second. All right. Let me read some comments while I'm holding this. They only have gold, silver. Oh, you're talking about the shimmer spray? Well, you can get it from that, I think it's Loopy Tulip or something. In the description box below the video, I have the link to a couple of different places that sell it. And it's only like $5. I want to say it would be Loopy Tulip is, I think, the name of the place. The wood would probably break in the mail. You know what I would do if I was mailing it? I think I would put a piece of, you know, like the thicker cardstock that comes in the back of your DSP. Put that like on the front and the back of your card, or take your card and put it inside out so that it's like that. And that also will help protect it. But once you have it flat, I think, you know, unless you break it, I mean, unless you turn your card a certain way, I think it's pretty good to go. All right, so there we go. We're going to put some sequins on here. So we've got our 1 big and 2 small. So let's put one right there and one right there and one right here. And then we're going to spray that. And, oh, I forgot it doesn't stick to that purple very good. Yikes. Let's wipe that off. Just get my nightgown again, huh? All right, so there's card number 4. So there you go. We got 4 down. We're halfway done. All right, got a screenshot of that one. Okay, now we're moving on to the white base one. So we've got 4 white base ones. Let's do these 2 first. So I'll do that one next. We need a purple. We need a white. And this one is going across. That one's going across. So we'll do both of these cross horizontal ones. I've got glue on my fingers. So let's get both of these and just stamp the inside real quick. Oh, thank you, Jalen. Shipping is expensive to Canada. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's Sukaniko. Here it is. Sukaniko is the brand name, and it's Champagne Mist. That's the UPC code or whatever. If you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see it. But it's Champagne, Sukaniko, Champagne Mist, all-purpose ink. But the link, look at the description box under the video and you'll see the link for it. Usually I get it from, there's, I think, Mr. Art or Loopy Tulip or something. But the Loopy Tulip is usually the best deal. All right, so we're going to stamp inside here real quick on both of these with Old Olive and our little flower. I always got to ink it up twice because I'm afraid I didn't get it good enough. I don't know how I get little pieces of glue everywhere. All right, so there's that. Okay, so first one we're gonna do is this flower one. So I want my flower that has the pink flowers on the edge, and we're gonna cut this out with our 2-inch. So this is the 2-inch. The circle here is 2 1/4 inches. So this is 2 1/4. I already did that ahead of time, and that's fresh freesia. So I want this flower right here. So I'm going to cut it out just like this, or pop it, punch it out. So it's right in the center. And then we're just going to glue this down. Oh, you know what we're going to do first? We're going to take one of these arrows that's got our gold on the left, and we're going to glue this to this piece. So we're going to take it, not all the way to the end because we're going to cut that end off. So I want to put it on here, right at that end. And then we're going to cut. Now, if you're not good at cutting straight, just get your paper cutter out and do this, but I can usually cut pretty straight. So I'm just going to go straight down here and hope that that's good. And then on the back of this. There we go. So now we've made a little cutout. All right, so we can glue this down. I don't know why I didn't glue that down first. Oops. Okay. There we go. So just center it right on your white piece. And we don't have an inside because it's already there, so we don't have to worry about that. And then I glued this down flat. And that's just going to go right over here, right up to the edge, like that. And there you go. All right, so these two go together. So that's 2 1/4 and 2 circle punches. And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Keep losing my dimensionals. Oh, I started watching this new show. While I was cutting the card kits, you know, it takes me pretty much an entire day to cut the card kits every 2 weeks. So I think eventually I'm going to have to come up with something else because it literally takes me all day long every 2 weeks to do it. All right, we want to match this up. So what I did was I picked this piece of grass sticking up here and line it up with that piece of grass. And then there you go. So it's perfectly lined up. But anyway, I've looked for something to binge watch while I cut all the paper and put the packets together and everything. So I finished watching Suits season 9. That was the end of it. So I needed something else to watch. So I started watching like 2 or 3 different things and I didn't like them. And I was on Amazon Prime because season 9 of Suits, for some reason, the first 8 seasons are on Netflix. The last season is on Prime. But I heard that the 9th season's getting ready to be on Netflix too. So, but anyway, I found this series called The Baxters, and it's really good. If you're like a Christian and you love like wholesome family, like I have the Up Faith and Family channel. It's kind of a show like that, and it's got Roma Downey, you know, from Touched by an Angel, and Ted McKinley, who used to be on the Love Boat all the time. And who else is in it? There's a few other people in it, but not really like a lot of major stars. But anyway, it's about this family, and they're a really, really good Christian family. And, you know, it's just about there's 3 seasons, and it's just about their family. And, you know, what happens, their life together and all that stuff. There's 4 daughters and a son. And, you know, they go through different trials and things. And it's just really, really a good show. And they're only half an hour shows, so you can really get through a season pretty quick. So I've already watched the first 2 seasons, and it's really, really good. So no cussing, no like bad things in it. All right, so there's, what are we on? It's card 5. This is card 5. I always forget, the shimmer does not really stick very well to that purple piece, the vellum. All right, so there's 5. All right, here's card 6. So this one, we need our white one. We already stamped the inside. Now this piece, I needed that one that I cut 4x4, and we need the one with the trees. So I need this one, and then I cut these two pieces. This is Old Olive, and these are 1.5 by 4 1/4. So 2 1.5 by 4 1/4 Old Olive, and then I've got 2 scraps of fresh freesia. These are just 1/2 by 4 1/4. So 1/2 by 4 1/4 and 1.5 by 4 1/4 are these two pieces. And then we need this one, and I think that's it. Oh, we need a bow. So let's get a bow. So we are going to tie a double bow. So I make a loop, double it, cut it. Almost cut my finger off. You guys didn't see that, did you? Man, I almost cut my finger. I missed the ribbon. So this is going to be a short one. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I missed that finger there. All right, so cut a double. There we go. All right. This will be a tiny little bow because I cut it short. But that show is good, so make sure you write that one down. It's a good, wholesome show. But I tell you what, there's a lot of tearjerker episodes. So get your Kleenex ready to watch that one. But it's really, really good. Okay, so what we're going to do first is glue these two pieces down here. So I'm just going to put them about 1/8 of an inch from the edge on each side. And I probably should put my glasses on because I really can't see much. Okay, let me do that. All right, much better. So make sure that's straight. That's a little bit hanging over the edge there, I think. Same thing on this side. You want it about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. All right, and I think I do have a little bit hanging over, so let's trim that up. You guys, oh, I was telling one of the girls who I was messaging this weekend that if you really need a good laugh, watch my videos at half speed. So if you guys have never watched, I used to talk about this all the time, watching the videos at half speed. So if you are watching the video and you are on your phone or iPad, you can touch the screen and the little, I think it's called like a cog. It looks like a little jaggedy circle, like, and it's kind of for the settings. And that will pop up on your screen along with a few other things. This goes right in the center. And on that little cog, I'll draw a picture of it for you. So if you're on your phone or your iPad, it's like a circle kind of like that, but not as many loops. Maybe like that. So you tap that button, and what comes up is like all these different things, but one of them says speed replay. So you've got, or replay speed. So you hit replay speed and then you hit 0.5. So if you replay it at 0.5 speed, that means it goes really slow. So what happens is it puts my voice at half speed and it makes it sound like I'm totally drunk. And it is so funny to watch it because, you know, I start talking like, this is what you do now. But it's so funny. Then if you hear me laughing in slow motion, it's hysterical. So if you ever need a good laugh, you're having a bad day, watch Lisa's video at half speed and that will crack you up. All right, this piece is going to go right across the middle like that. And then you can either leave it the way it is, or I took my Stampin' Blend and blended green along the top and the bottom. So I had it like that. And then what I did, so you can either leave it like that if you want, or I took my old olive that's already on here, and I just kind of went right down the top and the bottom. So I already have a lot of ink on this. So there you go. And then I also did it on here a little bit. So it's not like stark white. So there you go. All right, so then I put this on. I think I did trim this just a teeny bit off. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight because the ribbon's going to be right there. Glue that down. And just put that kind of in the middle of the sky. Like that. And then take a glue dot and put your bow on. My short bow, since I cut it too short. And there you go. Oh, we've got our little sequins. So put a couple of these on here. So we'll put 2 small ones and a big one. And there you go. And then we'll spray it. This goes a lot faster on here than it does in class, although it's already been an hour. I can't believe that. All right, so here is card number 6. We're doing 6. This is 6. All right, so that's easing up on you guys. Uh-oh, I'm not moving. Hold on. Frozen. Uh-oh. Well. Hear you, but can't see you. Yikes. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're back. We're back. Yay. Okay, that was scary for a second. All right, we blacked out for a minute. Now I'm crooked. Hold on. Whew, had a panic attack. I was going to be like, dang, we got through all that, and the last 2 were going to be frozen. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so we've got 2 left. Let's hurry up before we black out again. All right, so we need 1 piece of fresh freesia. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're just going to glue that down. And then we're going to stamp the inside. I'm just getting really hot now. When stuff like that happens, it gives me like a hot flash because I panic. Kind of like when you're driving down the road and you see a cop sitting on the side of the road and you automatically hit the brakes and then look in your rearview mirror to see if he's pulling out after you because you're like, oh my gosh, was I speeding? I don't know, but I'm panicking. I did that when I went up to Richmond for my leadership thing, which I have to go back up to Richmond on Friday for another meeting. So we're going to stamp this. But if you live in Virginia, you know, we have I-95, which goes like forever all around the country, up and down. And we have 295 and we have 64. So I go 64 to 295 to get to Richmond. But the speed limit, I just got ink on that, darn it. The speed limit is 70 almost the whole way. So, you know, I'm one of those people that I like to keep up with the traffic and hang out in the left lane usually most of the time because I'm impatient. So I'll be driving along and I'm going the same speed as everybody else that's over to the left side. And, you know, we're usually going about 80 because speed limit's 70. And all of a sudden, there'll be the police officer hidden in the bushes. And, you know, you just get that whoosh of, oh my gosh, was I speeding? And then you're looking in your rearview mirror and you're praying that he's not going to come out and get you. But thankfully, I've been pretty lucky. But, I mean, usually I just go the same speed. I'm not one of those that just, like, flies past everybody. All right, so what we're going to do is glue these down kind of back and forth. So we're going to start, you know what I should do? I should lay these out first. So let's put 1, 2, 3. You want to make sure they're kind of even, so kind of put them where you want them before you glue them down. So that way you got them even on both sides. All right, so there we go. So that one will go about right there. And then try not to move them as you're going. We got to do another butterfly for this one. So this one will be a little bit down. And this one a little bit up. So I got to get up at the crack of dawn on Friday to drive. It's like a little over 2 hours to get there. But I just am not a driving person. I really don't like to drive too much. If I have to go somewhere, I want somebody else to drive. But all the people that are going from here, none of us live near each other, so we always drive separate. Plus, they give you gas mileage and stuff, so everybody wants to get the money for that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get a butterfly. We're using this big one here. And we're using this other piece. Uh-oh, where did it go? Here we go. All right, so this piece right here that I've already cut up, we're going to take our 1 3/4 circle, and I just cut out all these little flowers. So I think I started down here in the bottom and cut this one out, and then this one, and then this one, and these right here. So I got 4 out of 1 sheet. Oh man, I just did that one crooked too. I didn't even see that was bad. Okay, so I messed one up. But you should get 4 if you don't screw it up like I just did. But you know what? Actually, you could just hide that behind something, because this is going to be hidden, but the wrong edge of it. I'll just save it anyway. All right, so you only need 1 of these for this, so I think I'm going to use that one and save the other 2 for something else. And then let's color our butterfly. So we're just going to color this one again with the pink and the blue. So I've got Balmy Blue and Fresh Freesia. Oops, I lost my mouse. Let's read what you're writing. Just hit the 0.5 playback like on your video. Yep. Need to order Paper Pumpkin. Yes, you do. There's 2 new card kits coming out tomorrow too. So if you're a demonstrator, you can get them. I hate to keep saying that, but the rest of you guys can get them next month. But I'm so excited because one of them is just like this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's not Paper Pumpkin, it's just a regular kit. So that's coming out tomorrow, and a whole bunch of online stuff. So if you did not get that sign-up special last month, you can join this month. There's not a really good special or anything, but still, it's always a good deal. But if you are one of those lucky people that signed up last month, you can do that pre-order tomorrow and get whatever you want. There is a limit of, I think there's a limit of 2 on most things in the pre-order. I think the stamp sets you can get 1, and the paper and all that other stuff you can get 2. All right, so here we go with our gorgeous butterfly again with the multiple colors. And we need some more linen thread. So we're gonna do this. Oh, no, not that one. Oh, I did them all with that, I think. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do one that says the little things that matter. And we're gonna put some tape on the back. and some linen thread. So again, I'm going to do like 3 times around my hand. So 1, oops, let's make it bigger. 1, 2, 3, and snip it, and then twist it, and just kind of put it behind this, like so. So I always like to do a diagonal and just tape it down. You can leave that one just hanging out over here somewhere. And then kind of spread these out a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna put that on with dimensionals. And you can use these edge pieces. Don't be afraid to use the edges. You can cut these off too. And if you're worried about this coming off, you can always tape it on there with Scotch tape. So that's gonna go down first, and then we're just gonna tuck that circle underneath a little bit. So this will go down first. And just kind of center that near the bottom. Then we're gonna put some glue on the circle. And just tuck that kind of under a little bit, like that. And then our butterfly, did I lose it already? Okay, it's hiding. I just lost the butterfly. Oh, it went flying. The butterfly went flying away. So here we go. You guys, we still have a joke and cards to give away. So we're going to be on here just a little bit. We got one more card to do after this one. I should have split it up into 2 different videos, but that's all right. What else are you doing on a Tuesday night, huh? Okay, there we go. But if you don't watch the whole thing today, you can always go back and watch the replay. Just won't be as much fun as the live. All right, so grab some of these. We'll do the one big one right there. Put one on the butterfly and another one right here. And then spray it. And one more card. All right, so there is card 7. So we've got 1 left. And that's this one. So for this one, we need that one. We've already stamped the inside and messed it up. We got that little spot of ink on there. Now you're gonna have a couple left over. So these will be left over. You do need that. And we need our tree. So we're gonna take the tree and we're gonna color that. So I just colored it with my blending brush and the old olive. And again, just grab some ink and tap it on there. I think this ink pad needs some ink. This one's a little bit dry. You don't have to do the whole trunk because some of it's going to be covered. And this dries like super fast on this wood because it's getting a little bit on my finger, but not really. All right, there we go. All right, so there's our tree. So now we're just going to put it together. So we've got our base piece right here. Right on top. And then our purple. We'll put that like right here. And then on top of that, we'll have our words. And I've got the little things matter again. And that's with dimensionals. But we're going to put the tree on first. So I want this tree. Actually, let's just glue the tree down. So we'll put that tree like right there. I'm just going to put glue on it. All right, so we're going to put it about right there. And then hold that for a sec. Okay, so now we want this to go right here on top, kind of centered. So what I'm going to do instead of putting them on here is I'm going to put them on here. So that way we don't mess up the tree. So that should be good. Maybe one more right there. So we only made 8 cards today. You could easily make a lot more than that because you still have a ton of stuff left. All right, so this is going to go like right on top. Like that. And then a couple sequins. Uh-oh, I lost them. Here we go. I have dimensional pieces everywhere, all over my desk. So let's put one big one there and a couple little ones all over. Let me see. Let's put one right there on the purple. All right, and then, oh, we're gonna spray it. It does dry on the purple, it just takes a few minutes. All right, so there we go. So there's the last one. So that's card number 8. Just let it sit there, it'll dry. All right, so. Oh, Debbie just listened to me at half speed and I'm hilarious. That's so funny. You guys got to try it though. It is funny. All right, so here's all the cards again. So hopefully you got a screenshot of each one as we went, but they're just gorgeous. I'm running out of room. All right, so did you guys like that? Sorry we blacked out for a second. Yes, making cards is a great way to get your mind off of issues. Yes, it is, and have a good time and be creative. Teresa's eating tacos, so she better quit when I start a joke. Okay, this joke is funny too. Oh, Sharon, you made 24 cards out of the April. Is the April one the beautiful wings one? Because I think I'm going to have a class with that one too. I ordered a bunch of those. All right, you guys ready for the joke? It's really funny. All right, get ready. Don't put anything in your mouth. This joke is from Devonna Alderson. So she sent me this one, and it's really good. It does have a little bit of an R rating at the very end, so just a warning. All right, let's see. So a mother's driving her little girl to her friend's house for a play date. Mommy, the little girl asks, how old are you? Honey, you're not supposed to ask a lady her age. The mother replied, it's not polite. Okay, the little girl says. Well, how much do you weigh? Now, really, the mother says, those are personal questions and are really none of your business. Undaunted, the little girl asks, well, why did you and Daddy get a divorce? That is enough questions, young lady. Honestly. The exasperated mother walks away as the two friends begin to play. My mom won't tell me anything about her, the little girl says to her friend. Well, says her friend, all you need to do is look at her driver's license. It's like a report card. It has everything on it. Later that night, the little girl says to her mother, I know how old you are. You are 32. The mother is surprised and asks, how did you find that out? I also know that you weigh 140 pounds. I wish I weighed 140 pounds. The mother is past surprised and shocked now. How in heaven's name did you find that out? And the little girl says triumphantly, I also know why you and Daddy got a divorce. Oh, really? The mother asks. Why is that? Because you got an F in sex. Because she's a female, so she got F for sex. I thought that was cute. So it took me a second to get it, but I thought that was a really cute one. So hopefully you guys like the joke. All right, so now it's time to give some cards away. So let me get these out of the way. So I hope you liked that joke. I was debating between that one and another one that was, the other one was really sweet. It was a sweet joke instead of like a kind of a dirty joke. All right, so we have a couple that have not been claimed from last time. So Crafting with Kim G and Elfie and Stella. You guys have not claimed those yet. So we have a few more cards for today. So here you go. All right, hopefully these are all in the picture. All right, so you have one more chance to get your cards if you are one of these people, because they'll go one more time till Saturday. All right, stir these up good. So first winner is Nedra Dover. I think that says Dover. Nedra. I cannot read my own writing. How is that? I cannot read my own writing. Nedra, I think it's Dover. All right, next one is Minda Nissen. Minda Nissen. I think she's from Hawaii. And next one is Heidi Hooker. Heidi Hooker. Heidi Hooker. Next one is Carol Alanis. Carol Alanis. And last one is Mario Garcia. All right, you guys, there you go. So those are tonight's card winners, plus the ones from the other day. So we've got Crafting with Kim, Elfie, Crone, Stella Dyer, Nedra Dover, Minda Nissan, Heidi Hooker. I think that's Hooker. It looks like 2 O's. I could be, yeah, I think that's Hooker. Carol Alanis and Mario Garcia. So there you go, guys. Don't forget to do thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, all those things for me. Share it everywhere for me, because I always forget to. And I'll be back Saturday. Oh, Marilyn, you haven't won one yet. Okay, I'll make sure I put your name in there. Yeah, if you have not won a card yet, put your name right here, and I'll put your name in the bowl for next time. So have a great week, everybody. I hope you loved this video, and we'll get this kit. And don't forget the big sale. Starting tomorrow, you've got an extra 10% off all of the bundles and 10% off the die cutting machine, embossing machine. And if you're a demonstrator, there's tons of pre-order stuff. So lots of goodies starting tomorrow. Oh, Marilyn, you just sent me a joke. Good. Not on Thursday. No, not on Thursday. On Saturday. All right, you guys, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.